What is up, everybody? Knicks and Nets. How you doing, everybody? Hello, Brooklyn. And hello, New York Knicks. What are we gonna find? What are we gonna find in Brooklyn? What are we gonna find in the Knicks? What are we gonna find, everybody? Come the first game of the Knicks and Nets, expect this rivalry to blow up in the first meeting. Trust me, everybody. The Knicks and the Nets, they will go hard. It's time to go to work, Brooklyn. It's time to go hard, Brooklyn. We go hard every day. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Denzel Watson, and you are now listening to the Denzel Watson Show here on Spreaker, sponsored by the Brooklyn Nets. Hello, Brooklyn. It's time to go to work. Call the Brooklyn Nets right now, or go online to www.brooklynnets.com, and there will be a link in the description on how you can get to the Brooklyn Nets and all of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what do you think of that intro that I had to put out? Crossfade between the New York Knicks intro of 1994 and putting a little bit of a constant intro, Brooklyn We Go Hard, hook, without Jay-Z spouting out these lyrics. Just say Brooklyn we go hard, we go hard. That's just what makes a song right there. So, Brooklyn fans, New York fans, you finally got yourself a rivalry that's worth talking about in the borough, both in Manhattan and in Brooklyn. So, and I know how many of you guys are still struggling out there in the East Coast with Hurricane Sandy and the remains of that hurricane. I just like to point out, I will be keeping my prayers in you and saying my prayers about you guys out on the East Coast, and hoping all things is well on the East Coast, and hoping that you guys are listening to me out there on the East Coast, as I will say a couple of things about the Hurricane Sandy, and hope you guys go through with that as well. And more importantly, I hope you guys get well and try to get your life getting back to normal. Anyway, before we can even look forward to the first meeting of the Brooklyn Nets, New York Knicks game, the Brooklyn Nets, they're taking on the LA Lakers tonight, and a lot of people on SportsCenter, they're talking about these two teams having a terrific start. You talking about the New York Knicks? They're 7-1. They're first in the Atlantic. They're coming strong, and it's their best start in I don't know how long. And maybe, just maybe, that the Knicks are championship contenders, but you never know between now and the first game. And the Brooklyn Nets, they're pretty much a forgotten franchise, that forgotten team that when they were in New Jersey, they were easily called the Knicks' little brother, or as we like to say in the Midwest, the Knicks' little bitch.
Why you open it up and then eat it?
Dude, I'm doing a show right now.
Did you want it?
Yeah, I did want it, you bastard.
Why you gonna eat it? You got it all.
I'm going to eat it. I'm just doing a radio show right now, you bastard. Hold on a second, will you? Anyway, as I was saying before, No, fuck that. It's a live show. Fuck it. Uh, as to many of people in the Midwest, you know,
Don't stop, Potter, don't stop.
yeah, and I will bring my brother on to promote his new mixtape that he got coming out real soon. And I hope you'll be looking for that. Make sure you like him on Facebook. Make sure you like him on Twitter and everything. So hopefully he'll have a little bit of a something something for the Knicks next rivalry as well. And I hope that many of you guys are settled in, got your Brooklyn Nets jersey on or your New York Knicks jersey on, and represent the this rivalry that you guys got going on. When that first meeting of the Knicks and Nets starts, I mean, I was actually looking forward to the first meeting as it wasn't rescheduled, to be honest with you. I was gonna see a great basketball game, the first basketball game in Brooklyn, and to have it to be with the Knicks. That would have been great had the Hurricane not go through the East Coast. And a lot of the people here in the Midwest, I mean, some people may call it East Coast bias or whatever, but I don't call it East Coast bias. I just call that uh, East Coast favoritism. East Coast favoritism. That they mostly go talk about the East Coast more than some of the other teams in the other countries. And let's say it right now. J.R. Smith and all this team, and all of this right now, everybody in the New York area, they're going crazy. They're getting excited. They're going ham, of having a team in Brooklyn. In Brooklyn. This is your first team, your first professional basketball team since 1957. And after the first couple of games, you're already having people chanting, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. You say it with me, Brooklyn, 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 Brooklyn. And I love that. And I love that. Why does New Yorkers can do that? Why can't people in Manhattan do that? Oh, wait, because they ain't got that sense of style. They ain't got that sense of flavor. They ain't got that sense of swag that Brooklynites do. That when it comes to being born in Brooklyn, you gotta have a sense of flavor. You gotta have that sense of swag in you, to say that, hey, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. I rep this town, and I do it with a swag and a style that I have not seen or heard since. And if you don't like the way I'm repping Brooklyn, you can get the fuck out, And Manhattan don't like it. And let's face it, when the Nets were in New Jersey, there's a certain sense of Knicks fans just when they go ahead across the river, just outside of New Jersey itself is like the wastelands or something. Like it's like they think that where the Nets play, before they moved to Brooklyn was a big land of garbage, a big mess of garbage that's completely stunk. And if you ever take a whiff from across the river, oi, man, it was just you just had to cover it like and it's been tough, it's been rough, and it's been everywhere you go. If you were across the river and you thought the Nets were a lousy basketball team, now that they're in Brooklyn, people in Manhattan are having second thoughts. You're thinking that some of the people may have crossed over from orange and blue to black and white as simple as one season. But many people who stayed with the orange and blue, they are, yes, we're 7-1. The other team, I don't care less. It's all about the Knicks. Knicks all day, But what happens if these two teams were to play in the same court at the same time as both fans on both sides? They're getting ready to get to play. They're getting ready to chant. They're getting ready to just go crazy on this because the first meeting of these two teams will be ecstatic. It will be ecstatic. It will be the one meeting that you will remember forever, regardless who won, regardless who lost. It's going to be a memory that's going to be lasting forever because you know that there have been a lot missing in a sense of having a Brooklyn team going up against New York, you know. And it hasn't been seen since the days of the New York Giants taking on the Brooklyn Dodgers. And that's in a baseball sense, ladies and gentlemen. That's in a baseball sense. Now, in basketball, you got everything running and gunning just to see how it would feel like, just to see how it would look like if these two teams were to play against each other in a new way, in a new light, in a new sense of a direction. Now, my brother just happened to be an underground rapper, an underground rapper who seems to be good when it comes to rapping. Now, we'll see how things would be, how things would be great, but that's a different story in a different way because I consider that motherfucker a failure. Back to the Knicks and Nets. I hope you guys are having a great time listening to me and talking Nets, Knicks. And let me tell you, if you're a sports fan, have you been taking a look at MSG stock lately? They're not even performing well. They're not even performing well. They're not even, oi. And let me change the subject for a little bit. How is the fucking Eagles gonna say to their fans that fucking Andy Reid just absolutely keeping his job, saying, quote unquote, his job is safe? What? You got to be shitting me, right? That your job is safe for another year? For another year? Dude, get the hell out with that, man. I don't think anybody in their right mind want to